Okay, it's actually from a book that Kevin put together. It's Charles African SKYPE's book 1, and this is page 10. So Charles says, regarding what the new presentation is doing and carrying out the new school, homeschool, devising programs to help the children, this is laudable, and we are reminded how children are grown-ups in small bodies. Will this be a successful endeavor? Children are dependent on their parents when growing up, and for the most part, take on the restrictions and limitations, not only of those they depend on, but also on the educational programs that dictate what should be taught in schools. Is this therefore an exercise in futility? And this is Duane's response. I see that the potential is there, but you have to decide to do it like anything, just like the new presentation. A lot of people probably thought the new presentation was futile, and for the most part, it is. Teachers are teaching these children to become part of the system that already exists and is established, a system to control everything, and the human farming continues. If you look at the world, you see that these children grow up and become older, and they start to agree, and this becomes the routine unless someone steps in and decides something else. According to those in control, they will laugh and consider what we are doing to be futile, but not according to the whole of life. It's giving that individual a chance to where they have the opportunity to decide. So I see the difference and I focus on that. I see the children as very important because as they start to wake up, even the smallest parts of them, they have a chance to establish themselves with something else besides just the system that's going to take over them. So do we do nothing and just let them go, or try something? I don't see it as futile just because the system exists and it is considered bigger than the individual. That relationship with the true reality life is everything. But again, you've got to see it. I gave my daughter a chance. She has it and can always refer to that just like she refers to everything else. At some point, the individual can realize that everything they go through is just references and the reality of themselves is their real awareness. Okay. Ideas like futile are in the mind of somebody that wants to control someone else. It's a control mechanism. This futile idea doesn't make sense with the whole of life. This idea relates to the restrictions in creation. These ideas have no potential for anything. You're just throwing them into the basket of control. I see the awareness of the individual, and that's what I look for. The system looks to get the children and adults routined to a particular lifestyle they are limited to and kept unaware of where they are going. Each lifetime is preparation for stepping out of this body, but the systems are set up to keep you here for as long as they can. That's the idea. So you have this routine idea, and when you return next time, you have that same idea. Instead of passing on into a better situation and the preparation for that. What people are being prepared for here is really their own demise. They just keep starting again and again. Just because something hasn't been established yet doesn't give any sense to the idea of futility. Look how long it's taken the controlling establishment to get its hold on people, and still it doesn't have it. People are rebelling, etc. It has nothing to do with these ideas. It's bringing the reality, the evidence, the opportunity of what is real with the individual into play. I don't see any competition. I see what makes sense, and there's free will that comes in. The individual will choose it, and it will be up to them. The opportunity will be there, and I like the challenge of providing the opportunity. because through the challenge, the real awareness is sparked, even more to become more aware. Those that don't take on the challenge will be drawn and implode with their own personal self. There is a big difference.
Okay, no, that was good. From the old days, yes, from the old chronicles. Yes, when I hear these things from the past, I listen to see how I said it then. And again, yes, anything is possible. It just takes a little while in time and space. But what's cool about all life is it already is. And so as you establish yourself in that focus, and then you become aware of, what to do in that moment. So it's not a thinking process at all, is it? And actually, with the awareness, that's really all you need. And the thinking is whatever. We just see these ideas as a comparison. And yeah, just like Charles had asked at that time, yeah, there's a huge challenge in the world. It's just really a challenge. And for me, I don't like it either. I don't like to see people suffer or what have you. But at the same time, it's happening. I don't control that. And so what I do is it just makes me focus more. That's all. It's just like the Zoom effect. It just becomes more focus because this is a huge comparison of what not to do. And so there's the lesson right there if people will see it. Not running and screaming from it, but facing it and recognizing that, yes, if you're destroyed, you're destroyed, but they have the opportunity to know now that they have their real awareness and it'll be okay. And as they face it, it all becomes nothing, even though maybe the physical body is affected. That's the risk we take. But that's why we have this body. It's the little tester. It's to test the waters. And yes, it's scary. Yeah, but we can do it. And so it doesn't mean that everyone will agree at this time, but eventually they will see it. So there is no time factor. This is what's so cool now in the nowness. There's no time factor. It's all now. And time is an idea that we deal with and play with. And it's okay because, again, it helps each one of us through the process. And we better see and keenly know what to do as we step up and become more aware, etc. So all the situations that occur, there doesn't need to be any competition or hassle or drama or arguments, etc. Just like Rebazar recently said, that, doesn't need to be any more challenges. Just simply recognize what's real and you have the comparison of what's not real. You need that to motivate you to become more and more aware. It's so cool. Yes, thank you for reading that. It's for everyone.